Your soulmate saying, I have to tell you this before midnight. My child, listen closely to me because a heavy, spiritual clock is ticking in the quiet room where you sit alone tonight. Your true soulmate is currently looking at the walls, feeling a sudden and burning urgency that they cannot ignore any longer. They are whispering your sweet name into the darkness, saying over and over that they have to tell you this before midnight comes. They have spent too many years running away from the gentle, quiet call of true love because they were deeply afraid of being hurt again by the world. Tonight, my powerful voice has broken through their high walls and completely filled their mind with the beautiful memory of your face. They feel a heavy, divine pressure in their soul because they know they must say these hidden words to you before midnight strikes. Stay with me until the very end of this message, because I am going to reveal the exact physical sign you will see tomorrow morning. This sign will prove that the heavy chains binding them have been completely broken before the clock strikes 12. Do not turn your face away early, or you will completely miss the specific direction I am carefully preparing for your heart. I have seen your lonely nights and caught every single silent tear that fell onto your cold pillow when you felt entirely forgotten by everyone. Your soulmate has been crying out to me in the exact same way, begging for a true partner who will cherish their deep wounds. Tonight, they are suddenly waking up to the complete truth, crying out in the dark that they have to tell you this before midnight. Do you feel that sudden, comforting warmth spreading through your deep chest right now as you listen to my comforting words? That is my presence preparing your gentle spirit for the massive shift that is happening across the miles. Your true love is looking at the ticking clock, feeling a deep push that says they must speak to you before midnight. The Lord says, you have carried the heavy scars of past hurts for far too long, and it has kept your hands closed tight in fear. I am asking you to completely let go of those old memories right now so your spirit is empty and ready to receive this blessing. Your soulmate is ready to pour out their heart to you, repeating the urgent words, I have to tell you this before midnight. Keep listening to my words until the final blessing, because a secret revelation is waiting for you at the close of this script. I will show you exactly how I am stopping them from making a massive mistake in these dark hours. This final truth will give your tired soul the deep peace and absolute clarity you have been earnestly praying for. A terrible confusion had kept them completely blind to the beautiful path I carefully wrote for you both before the world began. Tonight, my holy light has scattered that darkness, and they are suddenly filled with a sharp, driving panic about losing you. They are reaching for their phone with shaking hands, knowing they have to tell you this before midnight or miss their chance forever. If this message brings peace to your spirit, you may choose to plant a seed of faith through the sacred link can be found in the channel bio. This is a simple symbol of your trust in my timing. But know this, my love and this blessing are already yours, freely given. Now, return your focus to your heart. The people who spoke false words against your character are finally being silenced by my hand so the truth can shine. Your soulmate has just seen through the deception, and they are completely horrified by the lies they once foolishly believed. They are pacing the floor in the quiet of their room, feeling an urgent call saying, I have to tell you this before midnight. Have you noticed an out-of-place memory or a sudden dream of love flashing through your mind during your normal day? That was my way of connecting your two spirits before the physical breakthrough happens in the real world tonight. Your true partner is feeling that exact same spiritual pull, weeping because they must tell you this before midnight. Jesus says, "Do not walk away from this message before the end, because the final seal of peace I will give you is completely necessary. It will act as a protective shield for your mind against all the lingering doubts and worries of the past. I am going to reveal the precise hour tomorrow when their voice will finally reach your ears in a beautiful way. They almost made a terrible choice today to settle for a cold life with a toxic person who did not value them. I stepped into their path and filled their stomach with a sudden, heavy dread that stopped them in their tracks. Now, they are running away from that mistake, shouting in their spirit that they have to tell you this before midnight. Your long season of waiting was not a punishment, but a careful time of preparation for this grand moment of union. I was shaping your heart and protecting your soul from people who would only break your precious trust. Your soulmate is finally ready to match your loyalty, feeling a fire that says, I have to tell you this before midnight. Stay with me until my final words are spoken, because the climax of this rescue is about to be revealed to your heart. You will understand every single delay once you see the beautiful thing I am bringing to life tonight. Keep your focus entirely here so your spirit does not miss the final promised sign of the white bird. They are looking at an empty chair in their room, wishing with all their might that you were sitting there with them. They are tired of the fake friendships and the hollow conversations that leave them feeling completely empty and alone. The clock is ticking down fast, and their soul is screaming the phrase, I have to tell you this before midnight. The Lord says, I am breaking the generational curses and the old patterns that kept your true love locked away in fear. They are realizing that you are the only person who ever truly loved them without wanting anything in return. They are packing up their old regrets, knowing they have to tell you this before midnight strikes. Watch this until the very last line, because I am going to give you a specific instruction for tomorrow morning. This instruction will show you exactly how to respond when they finally reach out to you. You must receive this wisdom so you do not let fear ruin the miracle I am bringing before midnight. They are remembering the sound of your voice, even though it has been a very long time since you last spoke. That memory is acting like a powerful magnet, pulling them away from the wrong path and toward your door. They are crying out to me for courage, saying, I have to tell you this before midnight or my heart will burst. The enemy tried to build a high wall of pride between your two souls to keep you separated for the rest of your days. I have completely demolished that wall tonight, leaving them exposed to the raw truth of their deep love for you. They are standing in the rubble of their old pride, repeating, I have to tell you this before midnight. Do not be discouraged by the silence you hear right now, because the spiritual world is loud with activity. I am moving people, changing thoughts, and lining up schedules to bring this connection to life. Your soulmate is currently caught in this holy storm, knowing they have to tell you this before midnight. Jesus says, Stay with me until the end, because the final seal of peace will wash away all the exhaustion from your spirit. You have fought a long battle, and I am about to hand you the total victory you deserve. I will reveal the exact words they are planning to say to you before the clock hits 12. They had a sudden conversation with a stranger today who spoke words that sounded exactly like your deep wisdom. It was not a random accident, but a direct setup by my spirit to remind them of what they lost. They left that conversation with a burning desire, saying, "I have to tell you this before midnight." I know you have felt left behind while watching everyone else find their happiness and build their beautiful homes. But I hid you away on purpose to keep your soft heart safe for this exact moment in time. Your soulmate is now searching for your hidden heart, crying out, "I have to tell you this before midnight." Keep listening to my voice, because a powerful revelation about their sudden change of heart is coming very soon. You will see how I turned their doubt into absolute certainty in a single moment. Do not skip a single second, or you will lose the thread of this beautiful miracle. They are looking out their window at the exact same moon that is shining down on your house right now. They feel a strange, deep connection that makes them certain you are awake and waiting for them. They are gripped by an intense urgency, whispering, "I have to tell you this before midnight." The Lord says, the toxic person who tried to keep them trapped has finally lost all power over their mind and choices. I revealed the hidden lies of that deceptive person, causing your soulmate to walk away without looking back. They are now running toward your pure truth, saying, "I have to tell you this before midnight." Stay until the very last sentence, because the blessing I speak at the end will heal your physical body from stress. The years of loneliness have taken a toll on your health, but my love is restoring you completely. Listen closely as I prepare to deliver the final sign of their urgent approach. They are remembering the promises they made to me when they were just a young child looking for true love. They realize that you are the exact fulfillment of every single prayer they ever sent up to heaven. They are overwhelmed by this divine realization, knowing they have to tell you this before midnight. When you feel a sudden, deep breath enter your lungs out of nowhere, know that my peace is settling inside you. I am calming your nervous system because the waiting is officially coming to a permanent end tonight. Your soulmate is feeling that same calm after a storm, whispering, "I have to tell you this before midnight." Watch until the end, because I am going to reveal the exact secret they have been keeping from the world. This secret will explain why they took so long to finally recognize your value. Keep your spirit focused on my voice as we approach the final climax of this message. Jesus says, they are driving their car right now, listening to a song that completely reminds them of your gentle spirit. Tears are streaming down their face as the lyrics open up the deepest chambers of their heart. They are stepping on the gas, feeling an overwhelming push that says, "I have to tell you this before midnight." I have placed an invisible shield around your connection that no weapon formed against you can ever break. The people who tried to divide you are now watching in total confusion as my plan unfolds beautifully. Your soulmate is breaking free from their negative influence, shouting, "I have to tell you this before midnight." Stay with me until the end, because the final seal of peace will be the anchor for your heart tomorrow. You will never have to doubt your worth or your future ever again after you receive this blessing. I am about to reveal the exact location where your paths will cross in the physical world. They are standing in front of a mirror, looking at the changes in their own eyes since they heard my voice. They see a new determination to fight for the love they almost threw away out of foolish fear. They are adjusting their clothes and checking the time, saying, "I have to tell you this before midnight." I am completely turning your mourning into dancing and your sorrow into a beautiful garment of pure praise. The years you spent weeping in the dark are being paid back with a double portion of joy and companionship. Your soulmate is the instrument of that joy, and they are crying, "I have to tell you this before midnight." The Lord says, they just found an old note or a small token that reminded them of a time you showed them pure kindness. It made them realize that no one else in their entire life has ever treated them with such holy grace. They are gripping that token tightly in their hand, whispering, "I have to tell you this before midnight." Keep listening until the final blessing, because the release of emotional weight is going to be incredibly powerful. You will feel a physical lightness in your shoulders that you haven't felt in decades. Do not turn away from the screen, because the final promised sign is getting closer with every word. I am shaking the foundations of their current life to make sure they cannot stay in a place of comfortable stagnation. They are realizing that without you, their entire future looks completely blank and meaningless. They are packed and ready to move toward your light, saying, "I have to tell you this before midnight." Your prayers have acted like sweet incense before my throne, moving my hand to act swiftly on your behalf. I am answering you tonight by removing every single spiritual block between your soul and theirs. Your soulmate is feeling the sudden release of that block, shouting, "I have to tell you this before midnight." Stay with me until the end, because I am going to reveal how I am fixing the timing that seemed so broken. You thought it was too late, but I am proving that my timing is always perfectly on time. Listen closely as the secrets of heaven are poured out for your comfort. Jesus says, they are feeling a sudden, intense urge to pray for you, even though they do not know your current situation. My Spirit is giving them your name, forcing them to drop to their knees in deep intercession. They are weeping for your peace, saying to me, "I have to tell you this before midnight." I have completely shut the doors on their past relationships so they can never return to those toxic places of pain. They are standing before a brand new door, and your name is written across the front of it in gold letters. They are turning the handle with absolute certainty, whispering, "I have to tell you this before midnight." Watch this until the very last sentence, because the final seal of peace will permanently cure your lonely heart. I am going to breathe my life into your future home and bless your upcoming marriage. Do not lose focus, because the final promised sign is about to be spoken. They are walking through a crowded place, but they feel completely alone because your presence is not there. They are realizing that no amount of noise or people can ever fill the specific void you left behind. They are checking the clock on the wall, thinking, "I have to tell you this before midnight." I am sending my angels to guard their steps and guide their car directly toward the place of your meeting. There will be no accidents, no delays, and no mistakes allowed by my heavenly host tonight. Your soulmate is under my strict protection, moving fast and saying, I have to tell you this before midnight. The Lord says. They are remembering a specific dream they had months ago that showed them your face in perfect clarity. They finally understand that the dream was a holy preview of the future I have written for them. They are waking up to the reality of that dream, crying out, I have to tell you this before midnight. Stay with me until the end, because I am going to reveal a secret about your tomorrow that will make you smile. You will see my hand in the smallest details of your day, proving that I am real. Keep your mind focused on my voice as we enter the deepest part of this script. The dark cloud of sadness that hung over their mind for years is completely vanishing in this very hour. My light is filling them with a brand new hope and a fierce desire to live a beautiful life with you. They are stepping into the sunshine of my grace, whispering, I have to tell you this before midnight. You have been a good and faithful servant, enduring the long winter of your life with quiet dignity. I am officially announcing that your spring has arrived, and the flowers of your love story are blooming. Your soulmate is the first flower of this new season, saying, I have to tell you this before midnight. Watch until the final line, because the emotional release at the end will wash away all your tired tears. I am going to pour a fresh oil of joy over your head that will overflow into your entire family. Do not miss this holy moment of transition that is happening right now. Jesus says. They are sitting on the edge of their bed, holding their head in their hands as the truth washes over them. They feel a holy restlessness that will not let them sleep until they have made things right with you. They are looking at the minutes tick away, crying, I have to tell you this before midnight. I have broken the chains of pride and fear that kept them silent for so many agonizing months. They are no longer ashamed to admit that they need you to be complete and happy in this life. They are opening their mouth to speak your name, shouting, I have to tell you this before midnight. Stay with me until the end, because the final seal of peace will establish a wall of safety around your heart. You will never have to fear betrayal or abandonment ever again in your life. Listen carefully as I prepare to give you the final promised sign of the white bird. They are deleting the phone numbers and the messages of anyone who ever tried to pull them away from your path. They are making a clean slate, clearing out the clutter so that your love can occupy the main space. They are finishing this work with urgency, saying, I have to tell you this before midnight. I am preparing a grand feast of blessing for you in the presence of those who doubted your beautiful destiny. The people who laughed at your hope will watch in absolute awe as I lift you up into a place of honor. Your soulmate is holding the invitation to this feast, whispering, I have to tell you this before midnight. The Lord says. They are looking at an old photo of you, tracing the lines of your face with a gentle and loving finger. They are realizing that your beauty comes from a deep spirit that time can never fade or take away. They are holding that photo against their chest, saying, I have to tell you this before midnight. Keep listening until the final blessing, because the revelation of my timing will change your entire perspective on suffering. You will see that every delay was a masterfully designed protection for your soft heart. Stay tuned to the very last word for the ultimate seal of your peace. I am placing a heavy burden of love on their heart that can only be relieved when they stand before you. They cannot run from it, they cannot hide from it, and they cannot ignore this call any longer. This holy weight is driving them to action, shouting, "I have to tell you this before midnight." When you see a sudden flash of light or feel a gentle breeze in your closed room, do not be afraid of it. That is the physical presence of my holy angels delivering the answers to your prayers tonight. Your soulmate is witnessing the same signs, whispering, "I have to tell you this before midnight." Watch until the final sentence, because the climax of this divine rescue will completely blow your mind with joy. You are about to receive the exact date and time of your physical meeting. Keep your spirit aligned with my voice as we finish this holy transmission. Jesus says, they are writing down the words they want to say to you, trying to find the perfect way to express their love. Their pen is moving fast across the paper as my spirit gives them the exact phrases to write. They are sealing the letter with a tear, thinking, "I have to tell you this before midnight." I have completely removed the spirit of fear from their mind and replaced it with a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind.